The battle against the tiny beetles, which have the power to destroy entire forests. A beetle, smaller than a fingernail, has been named as public enemy #1 for the UK's commercial timber industry. Efforts are underway to halt the spread of bark beetles across the country, with the species having devastated spruce forests across Europe. With more, here's our climate editor, Justin Rowlatt.
You've got needles going back for...
The UK's Home Guard for Trees is on the lookout for a rapacious predator.
Okay.
Tree experts from the UK's Forest Research Agency are checking for the telltale signs of beetle attacks. This elaborate trap is part of an early warning system to alert them to the beetle's presence in the UK. And this is what they're looking for. Ips typographus may not look much, but these tiny beetles can destroy entire forests.
This is a panel of spruce bark. Imagine we've sort of just taken this just as we did earlier on. And these are the galleries that the adults and the larvae produce. And eventually lots of these will girdle that tree and eventually kill it. This could be all up and down that tree. It's incredibly extensive. The actual insects themselves are in here, so when we get one of those trap samples that we looked at earlier on, this is what the clean version of that looks like. There's thousands and thousands of them, potentially millions, on these individual trees, so that many of them can easily kill them. And then here we've got sort of a much better example of what they kind of look like. So we've got a larva here, that's the damaging bit that goes around the tree, and then a pupa as they're beginning to metamorphose into the adult beetles here, and it's these guys that are flying over the channel.
And so just to be clear, with a full infection, you'd get hundreds of thousands, millions?
In big outbreaks, we're talking millions. You can potentially see billions within single
Billions
forests.
of these things. Wow.
The beetles are blown across the channel and can quickly take hold, especially as climate change raises temperatures, allowing them to breed more frequently.
Having 2 generations of beetles massively increases the potential for damage to healthy trees in the UK. And as climate change continues, the likelihood is that that will be more and more likely within even the next 10 to 20 years.
2 could have 60, and then they could all have another 60.
Yes.
So we're talking 3,600 from 2 in a single year.
Yes.
So this is explosive population growth.
Yeah, it can be. It can be enormous. And year on year, you can get this very, very rapid build-up in the natural environment.
Drones spot infested trees. Spruce is Ips's favourite meal. You know them as Christmas trees, but spruce make up over half the UK's commercial timber. If it spreads, it would change how our forests look, as well as costing the UK £3 billion a year, the government warns. And Ips is just one of many plant diseases that threaten the UK.
Climate change is an important consideration in terms of expanding pest and diseases' natural range and so forth. So we can see different types of pests and diseases more able to establish in different places than they might have done in the past.
And Forest Research has some new recruits, dogs. They've been trained to sniff out the beetles in cut wood. Once infestations have been identified, the trees and the beetles within them can be destroyed. And the good news is the effort appears to have been working. The researchers are finding increasing numbers of beetles in the UK, but they are not taking hold. The government boasts the UK is the only country in the world which has successfully eradicated beetle incursions. The Home Guard seems to be doing its job. Justin Rowlatt, BBC News, Hampshire.